guys, welcome back to my channel. Alright, today we're gonna get serious about cryptocurrencies. So I got my button up on, my eyeglasses, bringing out nerdy Julie. Okay, so I'm going to try to explain to you cryptocurrency in the most easiest non-technical terms. Basically, cryptocurrencies, Bitcoin and all this stuff, it's built on the belief that we needed a more transparent, a more accountable financial system. Okay, you think about what's going on right now with this pandemic, right? The government's just printing money out of nowhere. If I printed money, I'm going to jail. But because the government's doing it, it's fine, no problem. Before the US dollar was backed by gold, we had something real, something tangible that the US dollar was linked to. What do we have now? So basically, as the belief in our current, they call it fiat, a fiat system. That's our typical money currencies, right? As our belief in the fiat system starts to fall, that's when these cryptocurrencies are starting to rise. And that's why we're seeing these huge explosions. Think of it kind of like an anarchist movement, right? The people want the power back, And so yes, cryptocurrency, we probably are going to see some of the greatest redistributions of wealth in history that we've seen before. Because all of a sudden, normal people, you, me, whoever, if you learn this market and you can tap into it, you can make a lot of money. You can also lose a lot of money fast. I mean, I've lost plenty of money. But every time I've lost money, it's like, all right, what happened? I've been geeking out hard on trying to understand this market and figuring out how it works, now I've gotten, last week, and one day I made 11,000, another day I made 6,000, another day I made 8,000, and then I might lose a bunch, but it's understanding the market. So if you can get in at the right time, at moments when the market is confirmed going up, you wait for it to stabilize. And then once it's stabilized and it's going up, that is the best time to buy. And then you ride that run. Cryptocurrency is very, very volatile and it's a very risky investment. But if you kind of figure out what you're doing, and that's where I'm going to help you guys out. So I've kind of, and I'm going to show you the graphs and the math and the technical part behind what I'm doing and how I'm able to identify the best times to play and the best times to get out. But basically it's if you're in one of those periods when it's a good time to buy and you ride it for that entire period, you're gonna make money. And then you just gotta get out before the next dip, before the next crash. Because these coins, they go up fast. I mean, really fast. We're seeing gains, unheard of gains, in a day. Some of these coins, they do 100% in a day, and I've been playing with future contracts, so then I'm betting that the coin's going to go up. So if I 10x it, that coin goes up 100%, I've 10x'd it, so I've made 1,000% in a day, so it doesn't matter. You start with an investment of $100, you've 10x'd your $100 in a day. That's pretty good. You can also lose it all fast. So, and that's what I'm going to kind of be here with you guys to kind of show you the optimal times to invest in the market, the optimal time to put your money in and play. I mean, for me, it feels like playing a video game. It feels like back when we were kids, playing Super Mario Brothers 3s, when you're go, 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 jump. Where's the secret passageway? Oh, there's one. So that's what crypto has been for me, this kind of exciting game of finding the nuances of the market, and understanding, what makes a coin go up. When is there enough, momentum, enough people invested in a certain type of coin to make it explode? You guys have been seeing, I don't know if you have been seeing, but Doji has been exploding, and then it cools off for a while. And then, with these graphs, with these indicators, I can see, all right, it's about to take off again. So I'll let you guys know, which coins I'm trading and when to get in. We just had a pretty intense crash recently, and Bitcoin. So basically what happens is Bitcoin is the equivalent of gold in this market. They call it the store of value, right? Bitcoin has the biggest market cap out of all the other coins. So all the other coins outside of Bitcoin are called altcoins. And right now we're in what's called alt season, which means that these smaller cap coins, they just have less money invested in them. These ones are the ones that are exploding, and these are the ones where you can get huge gains. These altcoins, these alternate coins, you can think of them as like oil, right? So gold stores the value, right? That's the Bitcoin. Now, oil is what kind of makes society work, right? It has utility, it has purpose. So Ethereum, Cardano, all these other coins, they are providing a function. Ethereum has this huge network where other coins and games and everything can be built upon it. And so these coins, so Ethereum does both. It is a store of value like Bitcoin, but it also has a utility. So it's providing a purpose. And actually right now, Ethereum is like exploding. So it's a great time to get in with Ethereum. Bitcoin's been crashing for like the last week or so. And now it's beginning to start stabilizing. So as soon as Bitcoin stabilizes and then begins to go back up, this allows all of these other smaller cap coins to also shoot up. So yes, let's get into the technical side. So let me pull up my computer for you guys. All right, so what we're looking at right now is a graph of Bitcoin. This is a daily, on the daily. So like if you see here, this was the peak that we had in end of 2017, beginning of 2018, where Bitcoin hit around 20,000. And then it went down, and then it's been flying since then. All right, so our last peak was here when Bitcoin hit around 65,000 right here. Okay, so for the last week or so, Bitcoin has been falling, as you can see. Now, the absolute best time to buy is after a fall, but you don't want to buy during the fall. We want to wait until the market is stabilized enough to buy. And this happens in the past, whenever you have a big run, it's part of the cycle, like things can't go up infinitely. They kind of go up. It's like here, if we look at the 2017, 2018 run, you see it goes up, it comes back down. Then it goes up higher, it's got to tap down. Think of it like, it's like you're climbing up, you jump down, you hit the trampoline, boom, and then you can go up higher than you were. So that's what each of these dips are like. It's like a trampoline, right? And then it goes up again, then it comes back down, and then it flies, okay? So I don't think we're at the end of this Bitcoin run, which means people are starting to get engaged in it right now. But basically, we're looking for this Bitcoin to come down, to hit its trampoline, and then it's going to spring back up. So that's what we're looking for. When do we buy? All right, so now this is when the math minor comes into play. All right, so what I figured out is you can use calculus to figure out when we're having a change in direction. All right, so down here I have calculus code that I've overlaid on the graph. Basically, this is the slope of the line. So for any of you guys who took calculus, basically it's like when you have a line, right? Your line goes up and down. Every time there's a maximum, there's a peak, the slope of that line, like the tangent to that line, is going to equal 0. So you're going to have this change between basically positive values, which are green, and negative values. Basically, you're going to have when it crosses the 0 plane. That's when, in terms of crypto, it's when the amount of people that were buying crypto has slowed down, and now more people are selling than they're buying. Okay? So basically, you do not want to be holding when it's going negative. I mean, you can. So a lot of people hold. In this market, it is actually also safe to buy and just hold. If you're patient enough, if you don't look at it, you'll do fine. I'm not patient enough, and it's hard for me to watch it when the coins are falling to hold. So that's why I use this kind of system. All right. So basically what's going to happen now, you see, basically since like April 16th, midnight of April 16th, the New York time zone, right? It's been falling, right? And I'm not going to buy back in until this flips positive, until it flips positive green. All right. And then you can look at, I also have the second derivative plotted below here. Now the second derivative, it kind of shows you the inflection point. So even though we've been falling, as you can see, it's starting to go positive on the second derivative, which means that Bitcoin is falling, but the rate at which it's falling is starting to slow down. So we may be getting a trend reversal pretty soon. All right. Now, what happens? Because Bitcoin is so big, when Bitcoin falls, all the other coins fall with it. The market collapses, right? When Bitcoin goes up, all the other coins go up. So if we look at the last period when on the 4 hours, it was positive, right? It went for about, here you can see it was about 5 days, 16 hours. And during this period, Bitcoin did 12.64%. So that's pretty good. If you get in at the beginning of the period and hold it to the end, you're going to make a 10% gain on your initial investment. All right, so now let's look at Ethereum, because this is what's considered alt season. So during this same period, Ethereum did 16.68%. So basically now, if we're looking at this 4-hour period, we always want to look at Bitcoin, okay? Because Bitcoin is the market influence, the market dominator, right? So you see it's not yet time to buy because we don't have a positive on the first derivative. The second derivative kind of gives you it's like, all right, it's about to change, but it's not changed. You can't buy it when the second derivative is green. It's really important that this bar here flips green. Once this flips green, that's when it's time to play. That's when I get in the game. So yeah, I say if you guys want, play with something small, put in maybe if you have an extra $100, play with $100 so you can see, are you able to make money? Did you lose money? So as soon as this turns green, basically the coins that I'm going to be buying are going to be Ethereum, SRM, and I'm looking at Sol. Let's see some of the coins that have basically not crashed. So even though we had this huge crash in Bitcoin, some of the coins that didn't crash were Pancake Swap, and Solana. These ones did really good. So if you are looking more for a coin to buy and hold, Pancake Swap is a great one. Yeah, it's kind of been defying the odds. First time I looked at it was back in October when I first started playing with crypto. What's that, like 6 months ago, and it was at 0.55, and now it's like at 30. So imagine the amount of gains you could have. All right, so let's get into how do you buy cryptocurrencies. So if you want to play, how do you get into the market? All right, so you guys are ready to buy some cryptocurrencies. My favorite two platforms are Binance and KuCoin. If you are an American citizen, there are some regulations. So Coinbase is really good for Americans. The exchange rates are really high if you're trying to trade coins often. But if you just want to buy in like at the end of this dip, when it's time to buy, if you just want to buy something and hold it, it's a good time to buy it. And Coinbase is a great way to get your money into crypto. Because this is a digital world, it is very important to take precautions, to protect your login information. I'm going to post some videos below. Some other YouTubers have done a great job explaining, because basically you're your own bank. Like, everything here is decentralized. This is an anarchist movement, like, power to the people. But take care of your stuff, take care of your money. And it is important that you learn some of these kind of basic rules. So yes, there'll be links below for that. And yeah, so give it a try. I'm going to pin a comment once Bitcoin turns green on the 4-hour when it's safe to buy, so that you guys know and you can buy and play. And yeah, so basically these green periods on the 4 hours, what I found is that they last anywhere from about 5 to 14 days. So anytime there's a change in one of these, I'll be posting a video to let you guys know when to get in, when to get out. So please make sure to subscribe, put that alert notification on so that you get a buzzer when it's time to buy or sell, if you want to play kind of a more rapid game. And yeah, I'll also probably get into futures in one of these videos. So the way I play, basically what I'm doing is during those green periods, I'm 10xing it. So like what we saw, like Ethereum did 16x, I would probably 10x it. So over that period, I would make 160% on my money. It's a lot more risky, but because you can also get liquidated and you can lose it all. But if you buy the bottom, it's safe-ish. So I'll probably do one video where I'm like live trading so you guys can see what I'm doing or something. All right, so if you like the content, please be sure to hit that like button and subscribe and share this video with your friends. All right, take care.